Hello, my YouTube family members and the neighbors. Actually, I mean the newcomers. Welcome back to another episode of T2 SMC Trader. So, if you are struggling to trade a specific session, I believe that this video is going to help you to understand how to trade in that specific time or the session. If you watch until the end of this video, you will understand a lot of logic behind the trading, and I believe that it will help you to build a better trading journey in your life. At the same time, I will explain step by step the rules and how you should trade in a specific session. Okay, traders. So if you are interested to this video, watch until the end. At the same time, don't forget to give me the thumbs up and subscribing to my channel if you are new, to support me and for inspiring me for making more videos. So let's get started the video. Over here you can see this is the hourly chart and in Nasdaq hourly chart. Okay, this was the relatively equal lows, this is the all-time high, this is the Monday price action. So around this Monday price action you can see this hourly bearish fair value gap. Let me mark it from the hourly chart. So this is the hourly bearish fair value gap and this is the hourly bullish fair value gap. Okay, I'm going to explain the PM session from Monday actually, and if you remember, I have done everything in the morning session. So whatever happened over here, I explained that around the morning session in live. Let me go to 15-minute chart. So here is 15-minute chart, and from 15-minute chart, that was the buy side liquidity I was looking for to take around the morning session. Okay, so this is that buy side liquidity. I told that market is going to leave this sell side liquidity like that way, and then market will go higher. It will trade that hourly fair value gap, then it will stay inside the Friday range. So this is the high of the Friday, this is the low of the Friday. I told that today's session is going to be an inside session. Now if you ask me why I told that, you have to watch the live streaming. I have just I did around the morning session. Over there I have already explained why I was expecting that it's gonna be a inside day and how it is going to be traded the whole day. I'm not gonna explain all of them. Instead of that, I would love to say you, when market came here, as my expectation was it will be a inside day, then market is not going to take the high. Instead of that, when it will be here in this fair value gap, I will start to look for sell again. Okay, but that sell is not going to take this sell side liquidity. At the same time, I would love to remind you, in my morning session I told that this sell side liquidity should be untraded. Okay, it should not be traded before Wednesday. Instead of that, market will close around here. I told everything before even starting our session around my live streaming. So please don't forget to rewatch that live streaming. It will help you to understand the price action and how you should trade that. For the sake of this video, just remember or just think that we knew that market is not going to take the all-time high. Instead of that, when it will be inside this hourly bearish fair value gap, you will start to look for sell, and when it will go lower, you will start to look for buy again. So it's not going to take the buy side liquidity, it's not going to take the sell side liquidity, it will stay over here. Now let me go to 1 minute chart. So from 1 minute chart, this was that buy side liquidity over here, this was that clean buy side liquidity, and the PM session started around 1 PM. Okay, so you remember, you saw that market was in that bearish fair value gap from hourly chart. I'm going to remove it because market was inside that bearish fair value gap, and this is the bullish fair value gap. Later I will need that later, but just remember, when market came here, then I will start to look for buy from there. Okay, so just keep that in your mind. This was that relatively equal highs from 15-minute chart. I wanted to look for that will be taken today, and here I have outlined everything. I explained how this is going to work around the morning session. Specifically, I'm here to explain the PM session only. Okay, so over there around 1. So around here, this is the starting of the PM session. Now, as I know that market is not going to take the buy side liquidity and it is over here inside that hourly bearish fair value gap, what should I do? Should I look for buy? Or should I look for sell? If I look for sell, how far I can target? Am I going to target this sell side liquidity? No. Where should my target then? Here, this is the first time when market was falling. I had nothing to do around that area. Why? Because I didn't have any sell side liquidity. So I didn't participate in this price action. Let me remove this line because that was the target from the morning session actually. Here, when market actually fall around the PM session, I wasn't interested to participate in this price action. Instead of that, I was waiting to see when market will fall, what it is going to do. Okay, what it is going to make. So you can see from 1 minute chart, market came here until that area. And if you look on your left, it didn't trade any 1 minute last fair value gap. Instead of that, this swing low and that low. Okay, what it has done, it has made the sell side liquidity. So that was a very nice and clean sell side liquidity over there. Below this sell side liquidity, look for your last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. Let me mark the 1 minute last fair value gap from there. Why I'm going to mark this 1 minute last fair value gap? As I told you, as I'm expecting when market will be higher, it will fall. When market will be lower, it will go up again. Okay. So here, this is the last fair value gap from 1 minute chart below this sell side liquidity. So when market actually fall around 1 PM, I had nothing to do because I didn't have any sell side liquidity from 1 minute chart. When I don't have any sell side liquidity from 1 minute chart, obviously I will have no liquidity from 15 minute chart. Then market go back again until that area, take this buy side liquidity, fail to take that high. Instead of that, it has made relatively equal highs over there. Okay? So this high and that high, they are relatively equal highs. That is your buy side liquidity. Now, when market reached until that area, why I will look for sell? This is the time you need your higher time frame. Let's go to 15 minute chart again. Now, from the 15 minute chart, what do you see? This is the 15 minute bearish fair value gap. Price has traded this 15 minute bearish fair value gap. See this one, it has been traded. So where is your highest up close body close candle? Let me mark the highest up close body close candle. This is the highest up close body close candle, which is my order block from 15 minute chart. Okay, so I'm going to mark it as my 15 minute bearish order block. As I don't have any last fair value gap from 15 minute chart, I'm gonna mark the order block. At the same time, this is that low which has made the relatively equal lows. Remember, this is that low from 1 minute chart which has made relatively equal lows over there. Now let me go back one more time to 1 minute chart. So what I have seen that this order block has been traded over there. So just 2 candles closed above this order block. Okay, so it is the fake breakout. Then market has made this relatively equal highs. Why market has made relatively equal highs? Because I know market is not going to take this sell side liquidity. Instead of that, market will be inside the range and around here. I told that market is going to stay over here in my live streaming even before starting the session. Please watch it. You will understand everything from there. Okay, why I was expecting everything like that way. So when market will fall, then if it would love to go higher again, it should go for the liquidity. For example, here when market fall, what it has done, it has first made the sell side liquidity. So first market will fall to take that sell side liquidity. When it will take the sell side liquidity, then did it left any buy side liquidity that should be taken? Yeah, it left some buy side liquidity over there that should be taken. Then it will go higher to take that buy side liquidity. Okay, now let me show you the setup. I believe that it's very easy to mark. It has taken some buy side liquidity around that area. So over there, this is the buy side liquidity. Price is reversing from the order block. From the order block from 15 minute chart. After taking the buy side liquidity, market has given you the market structure shift. Now you can tell me, brother, sometimes you say that when you will see this type of liquidity is left over there, you told us to take that buy side liquidity first, then leave this market structure shift. But today you are telling telling why you are telling like this way, because today's price action is gonna be an inside day. So when market will go higher, it will left some sell side liquidity. I mean, when market will go higher, how it will go high? By leaving some sell side liquidity. Again, when market will fall, how it will fall? By leaving some buy side liquidity. At the same time, I would love to remind you one word I always keep repeating, and that is history repeats. How do I know that history repeats? Let's look over here. What it has done over here. See this low and sorry, let me mark it. Yeah, this low and this low. They're relatively equal lows. What market has done over there? It left the liquidity behind, right? So I have already an experience from the history that market is actually leaving the liquidity today. When I saw this, market has left that buy side liquidity clean highs, and it is almost very near to the buy side liquidity, right? It is very near to the buy side liquidity. If it keep taking the buy side liquidity, then it should take the buy side liquidity, the all-time high. I really didn't want to see that market will take that all-time high. Instead of that, it will be a step below this buy side liquidity. That's why I believe that market is going to leave it for some of the moments. Okay, after leaving this liquidity, market will fall until some kind of certain level. I really wanted to see that market will reach until this new week opening gap, but it didn't do that. Instead of that, it reached until this last parallel gap. Okay. So when market left, I mean, take some buy side liquidity and gave me this market structure shape. Where is your buy side? I mean, fair value gap. This is your fair value gap. Now, if you look at this fair value gap, is that an immediate reaction? Did market trade that fair value gap within 3 candles? Just by 1 candle, it had traded that fair value gap. So it is called the immediate reaction. After trading that fair value gap, market even didn't touch the constant crossband of that fair value gap. What does it mean? That means market is extremely bearish. Now, if I have already uploaded a video, actually the execution video, to my Twitter, you can see how I took that entry. Okay, over here, that was the liquidity. I have taken an entry, and until the last fair value gap, it reached until that last fair value gap. At the same time, how beautifully it gave me the run. I didn't hold my trade until the last fair value gap. Instead of that, I was looking for this clean sell side liquidity. Then market has provided me the liquidity. It was a very nice boom. If you have already watched the execution video, you have seen that I have marked that inversion fair value gap even beforehand. Okay, not after seeing this reaction. That was the inversion fair value gap. Yeah, I will explain the inversion fair value gap. I need little more times to explaining how to mark a perfect inversion fair value gap. I just need little more time. You can see market went through this inversion fair value gap, retest the inversion fair value gap, fall again until the last fair value gap. After reaching the last fair value gap, what market has done? It has left the liquidity again. Okay, so this low and that low, they are relatively equal lows. Why market is leaving the relatively equal lows behind me? Because my weekly bias is bearish. I am expecting that tomorrow is manipulation day, so market will take the all-time high tomorrow, or it will leave the all-time high as a buy side liquidity for CPI. Then after taking the CPI news, after taking the buy side, it will fall. When it will fall, the same logic. If there is no sell side liquidity, why market will fall? That is why market is keep leaving the sell side liquidity below here. Okay, so this is also the relatively equal lows. After coming here to this last fair value gap, there was your breaker block. Sorry, there was your breaker block, low, high, lower low. I didn't take that buy because I was looking for another sell. I will explain that as well. So that was your breaker block. Market has traded that breaker block perfectly. Then boom, where did it go? It has taken this buy side liquidity. I didn't participate in this price action. Instead of that, I actually framed another setup from here. Okay, so let me explain this entry. So let me go to 5-minute chart now, because I took that entry from 15-second chart. So if I need to take an entry from 15-second chart, I always need something from 5-minute chart, because 5-minute chart is the higher time frame for sub 1-minute chart. Okay, so after taking this clean equal highs at the same time this high, okay, so everything has taken over here around that area by that run. When it has taken this buy side liquidity, where did it trade? Let me mark the last parallel gap from 5-minute chart. Why I'm marking the 5-minute parallel gap? Because I'm gonna execute my trade from 15-second chart. So that is the last parallel gap from 5-minute chart. Okay, so you can see below the all-time high, this is the last parallel gap. There is no other parallel gap around that area. When market has traded that, it has taken the buy side liquidity, the extreme buy side liquidity. What did I say? When market has taken the extreme buy side liquidity. Why that is the extreme buy side liquidity? Because you know beforehand market is not going to take the all-time high. So below this all-time high, this is your extreme buy side liquidity. Market has taken that extreme buy side liquidity, you will be in your 15-second chart. So that is your 15-second chart. Just let it load. Okay, so over here, this is your 15-second chart, and you can see actually over here, first market has taken all the high, then market fall. When market has fallen over here, do you have anything to do over there? Okay, now did you get any market structure shift? No, you didn't get it. So are you going to frame your trade from that parallel gap? No, you are not going to do that. If you do that, absolutely you can, but in that type of situation, maybe you have to put a stop loss above that high, otherwise you will be stopped out. Okay, otherwise you will be cleanly stopped out. This 15-second chart, a very lower time frame. Now market went, after this market went higher. Here is a small part that is really so interesting. I saw this is a market structure shift, fair value gap, which is filled over here now. Then market went here until that area, filled that unfilled fair value gap as well. So either way, it's not a perfect setup, but still, as I am bearish, I will start to look for a breaker block or a perfect 22 YT model around that area from a very lower time frame. If you really would love to mark some kind of setup, market doesn't need the market structure shift. If it has given the, market has needed the market structure shift, obviously, but that market structure shift should not follow the rules we made for our convenient weather, okay, or situation. Like this low has to trade any fair value gap or then something like that. It doesn't need that because market makers know when it is going to fall. We don't know, that's why we need a specific swing low for shifting market structure. This all the market structure shift, fair value gap. Market has traded that fair value gap, went lower, then this fair value gap has filled again. I will start to look for either a market structure shift, fair value gap, or a breaker block around that area. Most of the time, you will see the market structure shift and a perfect 22 YT model. Here, when I have seen that market has made this breaker block high, low, higher high. So this was the breaker block around that area. This was the breaker block. Let me mark it. And at the same time, this was the market structure shift and the fair value gap. But market failed to trade that fair value gap. If you want to take entry depending on that 22 YT model, in that type of situation, maybe you have to take the close approximately entry. And either way, this swing low has a very small wick, though it has a wick, not simple body. Either way, it's not a perfect market structure shift for me, but it worked perfectly. Okay, so except that fair value gap trading over there, I'm talking about this fair value gap. So let me mark it. This is the fair value gap, but market didn't trade that fair value gap. Instead of that, market actually traded the breaker block. So market closed this breaker block, tapped to this breaker block, boom, market fall. Where did it reach? It has taken this sell side liquidity. Okay, this sell side liquidity has taken over there. I had this obvious liquidity from 15-second chart around that area. That was my obvious liquidity. Let me mark it as my sell side liquidity from 15-second chart. Below this obvious liquidity, I have this last fair value gap, extreme last fair value gap, and the entry fair value gap. Let me mark the entry fair value gap as well. So this is the entry fair value gap from 15-second chart. Okay, and the last fair value gap. So let me put it over there. So this is the last fair value gap. This is the entry fair value gap. Below, this is your obvious liquidity. Where you should focus this sell side liquidity. Okay. So after this breaker block has traded, market has made another inversion fair value gap. That was my inversion fair value gap. I have already uploaded this entry video as well in my YouTube channel. Sorry, not YouTube channel, my Twitter. So that was the inversion fair value gap. Market has traded that inversion fair value gap. Then there was a fair value gap over here. Market has traded that fair value gap perfectly. Then market went lower. It reached until that area, went higher one more time, tapped to this 5-minute last fair value gap low, then fall. Where did it reach? To this 15-second last fair value gap. Okay. So I wanted to see that from here the volume imbalance, either this volume imbalance or after making a order block, market will fall. It will go through this last fair value gap and take the sell side liquidity. At the same time, I took a partial around here to just above that last fair value gap to that specific leg. I took a partial. So my entry was over here. Let me mark the entry. So that was my entry. My stop loss has covered this breaker block, and my first partial was over here. Okay, so that was my first partial. You can see the risk to reward ratio 1:7. I mean near about 6.5. Okay, not 7, near about 6.5. Then I put another partial level over there, and my last target was this last fair value gap. Then I trailed my stop loss and I got stopped out after taking the partial. Still I am profitable. For your proof, please watch my Twitter channel. You will see that entry as well. This entry as well around the morning session when I was live. Okay, I was in live. So I took a buy here. Then London session, around the London session, the sell over there, the sell. I explained that London session in my last video. I will put the last video to the end screen. So if any of you are interested to see how it has been traded around that area and how it has given me the precise price action, you will understand. I mean, you will get some insightful information from there as well. So after that, market traded the last fair value gap. Market went higher. Actually, that was unexpected for me. It reached until that last fair value gap again, take that high, swing high. Then it fall, went through this last fair value gap and took the sell side liquidity, obvious sell side liquidity, tapped to this entry fair value gap. After trading this entry fair value gap, it was almost 350. So we don't have anything to do around that area. After 345, we should not trade. So after this candle, we should not trade anymore. And then finally, market reached where? A very random level, right? A very, very, very random level. That is the last fair value gap from 15-second chart. So that was the price action, and that was the reason for taking the entries and the way I have traded this today, Monday, even after seeing all of this consolidation and very shitty price action. Look at this price action. Okay, yeah, there was a very nice run around here, around that area, but I wasn't here because of load shedding. I just closed my session when it was there, around there. So I closed my session because of load shedding. I wasn't here, but I believe that if I were there, I would frame another buy setup around that area. But whatever. If you are new, brother, please keep coming. Okay, keep coming back. If you do that, I promise you, brother, you will be the wizard of this market, because I'm going to making a lot of wizard over here. And after making all of this wizard, you will always be thankful to me to find me as your guide. I mean, as your helper. Okay, not guidance, helper. By the way, at the same time, that last fair value gap, see here how beautifully it holds that price. Look at the bodies, how beautifully it closed around the constant crossment of that last fair value gap from 1 minute. I really wanted to see that 1 week will tap to this new week opening gap. That was my extreme expectation, but it didn't do that. And also I didn't hold my trade until this last fair value gap as well. I actually closed my trade below this relatively equal loss. But either way, this was a very nice price action in my opinion, though it's sloppy. But and the people who were with me in my morning session live, also in my Twitter, they know that how beautiful and very clear price action was over there, because I have outlined everything what is going to happen today, everything before starting the AM session. So guys, if you really love this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so until the next video, cheers.